So first making his way to the ring, Shokhobzhon SHUKUROV, 26 years old, from Tajikistan. 3-0 as a pro, boxed at last year's Asian Championships. As a pro, he's had one fight in Uzbekistan, in Tashkent, 2 in Russia. His last outing was a unanimous decision win over 6 in Kazan last August against Karamutulo Sharapov.
A njegov protivnik u zlatom uglu, mladi talent, reprezentativac Srbije, da vas čujemo, Borik Jovan NIKOLIC.
And coming into the gold corner, another Serbian fighter from Novi Sad, 23 years old, a gold medalist at last year's European Championships that were held in Belgrade. 4 fights and 4 wins as a professional. The last 2 have been in his hometown, so he can sell tickets, that is important. And the last one was a first round knockout in December against Ferenc Katona. You can see there, with the camera panning around, how well set up this arena is in Banja Luka. It's a really good turnout, and most seats have been taken from early in the night.
Dakle, u crnom uglu 26 godina ima 183 cm visok, 187 raspon ruku. IBA.PRO rekord u debi, dakle, bez meča. Ali on je šampion Azije iz 2024. godine. Još jednom pozdravimo Shokhobzhon SHUKUROV. A idemo sada u zlatni ugao, 23 godine, 180 cm visok, raspon ruku, 176 cm. Profesionalni debi ovog momka. Evropski šampion iz 2024. Evropa zna za njegove pesnice. Vidjet ćemo da li će profesionalci upoznati Jovan NIKOLIC. Sudijska trojka, Marija Petković, Srbija, Bagrat Navoljani, Jermenija i Valeri Pastuhov, Moldavija.
So the referee calls these 2 to the centre. Nikolic in the white and SHUKUROV in the black. So a touch of gloves, and straight away you see that SHUKUROV setting up in that southpaw stance. He's the taller of the 2. He's got a big wingspan on him by the look of it. Be interesting to see if he can try and keep things long here, try and keep it on the outside, because that's really what he should do with those kinds of natural tools. Nikolic will need to be able to find a way past that, and in the early stages you can see him just patting down that lead hand there of SHUKUROV, trying to pull that out of the way. And SHUKUROV looking for the 1-2. And SHUKUROV just signalling to the referee that he caught one round the back there from Nikolic, which he may have done, but he had half turned his back himself. He does look quite languid, SHUKUROV, maybe not the quickest. Nikolic just feinted with the jab there. Looked like he was going to go to the head, then looked like he might go down to the body. Didn't throw it at all in the end. I just wonder what might happen if he just stepped to SHUKUROV a bit here. Took his feet in there and then looked to throw the 1-2. The right hand just about reached. You don't want to be too gung-ho because Shukurov might be one of these guys who's quite languid, but has got nice timing. Or it might be that if you click up a gear, he struggles to stay with you. That's good though from Shukurov. Just dipped his knees a bit, sat down on that left hand into the body. There's that left to the body again there from Shukurov. A right hand as he was trying to get away, came back from Nikolic, who is the one who's been in the centre. He's been trying to push his man back, but Shukurov has done some decent work off the back foot. He's not uncomfortable on the ropes. He's not so much being pushed back a lot of the time as voluntarily giving ground. Left hand into the body there. Looks slightly disorganised. I think the front feet might have clashed. Good right hand into the body from Nikolic. That's going to be an important punch for him. You look at the dimensions there of Shukurov. That body is a big target. It might not be all that easy to catch to the head, but you just keep hitting that body, you can slow him down. We've only got 4 rounds here, so you can't look to set too many traps. They might not have time to pay off, but I think Nikolic needs to up the work rate a bit here. Shukurov picked some decent shots in that first round, but you just get the feeling that if he makes this a bit hotter for him, Nikolic, then that's how you just make absolutely sure. You don't want to fight this fight at Shukurov's pace because he's got that reach. He's got some decent rhythm about him at times. And as I say, with those long arms, there are some tools there. So I think Nikolic needs to, without going crazy, just bring some proper pressure himself. So into the start of the second. In the corner, I think we're encouraging Nikolic to just let go more in combination when he gets close enough. And I would echo that. And Shukurov just pulling his feet back, pulling his feet out. It's that kind of position there where Nikolic needs to get to work. Once he gets close enough, once he gets there, he's got to make it count. That's another good example. He's on top of his man there, and really, at that kind of range, that kind of distance, he needs to work more. He needs to work a bit harder, put some more punches together. Turning southpaw there, Nikolic. Shukurov hasn't offered loads in this second round so far. And Nikolic again, just getting shoulder to shoulder there. Needs to see if he can find himself a little bit of room. Again, southpaw. Southpaw left was quite effective for him there. And again. Left hand there from Shukurov, as Nikolic does look to try and work him over on the ropes there. The referee just telling Nikolic to keep his head up. I'm not sure about the switch to southpaw here. I think he'd be more effective orthodox. Right hand into the body. As he gets close there, just looks to try and work that left hand, but Shukurov turns off the ropes and then lands his own left hand. I think he's trying to be a little bit too clever here, Nikolic, to be honest. Shukurov has got the look of a guy to me who, if you put it on him, is not going to like it. That sounds like quite a basic thing to say, but this can be quite a basic sport sometimes. Or at least if you feel that that is the route, then you should take it, because Shukurov to me looks like that guy. Touch of gloves between the two at the end of the round. The kind of pace this is at the minute, Shukurov will be really happy with this. So into the second half of the fight. Jovan NIKOLIC in the white. Shokhobzhon SHUKUROV in the black. NIKOLIC just up close, just leaning on. Sticking with the southpaw stance. Just got caught a couple of times there by Shukurov on the way in. Shukurov again just clips in with a little left hand. As they get close, Shukurov just gets a hold of him. He can wrap you up with those long levers. Really, for me, what NIKOLIC needs to be looking to do here is try and use that jab, get close enough, mid-range, let his hands go. If you keep it on the outside, then Shukurov will like it there. If you get right up close, then he can smother you quite effectively, because, as I say, he just clamps those big long arms down on yours, wraps them around you, and you can make it quite difficult. But if you just get yourself to mid-range, he might catch you a couple of times, but I think you can just get this at a pace that he's not going to be happy with. I think there might be some blood coming from the right eye there of NIKOLIC. I need to get a better look at that, but that's what it appeared to be as he turns around. There's a cut on the corner of the eye there, and the referee is going to get this looked at. This is a 4-round fight and we've completed 2 rounds, so if that's from a head clash and it is bad enough for the fight to be stopped, then we would go to the cards. Well, the referee's kind of treating the cut here, which is slightly unusual in the middle of a fight. And has treated it very well there by the look of it. The blood will start to come again pretty quickly. And that's better from NIKOLIC. I think that's more where he needs to be. Shukurov dug his feet in and landed a couple there. But he's really punching just to try and keep NIKOLIC off him. That's the kind of position you're putting him in there. That's it. That's better from NIKOLIC. He will get caught himself, but ultimately he'll come out on top. Let your hands go now. He's close enough there. He just backed off a step there. He got close enough orthodox, then backed off, turned southpaw, and there was just no need. Final few seconds of the round. Slightly frustrating to watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bet City is the title sponsor of our tournament. Bet City offers a wide variety of betting marks on all sports, exclusive bets, and fast payouts. Sign up on the Bet City website or mobile app and enjoy the game.
Dame i gospodove, dama je poslednja četvrta runda. Ladies and gentlemen, the last round is ahead of us.
Into the fourth and final round. A touch of gloves. And a quick cuddle between the two of them. Here we go. Nikolic in the white, Shukurov in the black. Nikolic again into southpaw. Switch stances during the course of the fight. Mostly southpaw since the start of the second round onwards. Shukurov just knocked back against the ropes, and Nikolic needed to get on him there. Nikolic has been the one on the front foot coming forward, trying to make things happen right from the start of the fight. Shukurov has picked some decent punches at times in terms of the clean punching. I don't think there's been much in this, but the dynamic of it, the body language has been Nikolic coming forward. He's the home fighter. Shukurov boxing away from home is going to struggle to win a fight doing what he's been doing. Whether that's right or not is a valid but different conversation. And that's it, just looking to let his hands go there, Nikolic, and that's kind of what I've been asking him for, really. Because Shukurov has looked fairly spent from about halfway. Good feint there from Nikolic, and has stepped in and cuffed with the right hand, and really needs to try and push Shukurov off him now. Shukurov may be sailing a bit close to the wind with some of the holding. Decent left hand there from Nikolic. And just punch, at that range, just punch. Into the closing stages. Nikolic maybe just trying to tempt Shukurov in there slightly. I think both of these two may be feeling the pace a bit of this four-rounder. This is a fifth pro fight for Nikolic, a fourth pro fight for Shukurov, so it shouldn't present any particular problem for them, but it's a fight that's never quite caught fire. Nikolic trying to work to the body there right towards the end, and he's done enough there, the home fighter, but it wasn't super convincing.
Idemo, dame i gospodo, da vidimo posle 4 runde. Šta kažu sudije? Još jedno sudije u ringu, Valeri Pastukov, Moldavija. Dakle, nakon 4 runde naše sudije su jednoglasne i pobjeda ide u zlatni ugao Jovan NIKOLIC, Srbija.
So Jovan NIKOLIC gets the decision. It was a little bit of a tricky fight for him. I don't think he ever quite made his mind up what method he needed to use, but he got the job done against Shukurov, who wasn't an easy opponent by any means.